specifically Florida for this reason. It's going to be recession proof. Yes, there's going to be a dip in prices there, but ultimately, based on how people are purchasing houses, who's moving there, and if there is some sort of collapse in the market, Florida is going to hold up. Hey guys, Steve Zelenardo here. It's your Toronto to Florida connection. We're talking a little bit about Florida. We all know that I've opened up a secondary business in the state of Florida on the Gulf Coast in Estero, basically between Fort Myers and Naples. This is where we're going to run our new business. And again, we are still functioning here as a business in Toronto. Our main focus is always going to be Toronto. This is obviously a great way for our Canadian clients to buy a piece of America with a Canadian process. So this is the whole intentions behind this. There was a great niche when we originally bought this here that needed to be filled, and this is why we've gone guns a-blazing, and that's why we've opened up. And the good thing is, actually, I think it was a week and a half ago, we finally got our certificate as a licensed brokerage. So we passed all the Florida state licensing process. We've passed all the realtors licensing. We got our managing broker that's going to manage the business while I'm not there. She's got 40 years experience of working on that Gulf Coast. She knows exactly everything that we need to know. So we're running a new business, but we got 40 years of knowledge right off the bat. So this is going to definitely help us make wise decisions when buying properties for clients and also for investment sake for my clients and also for myself. This is why we've hired on Janet Russian to manage the office there in Estero. So Florida's looking great right now. Obviously, we know there's a downturn in all of the world. I'm only focused on North America, but I mean, ultimately Canada, we're in a downturn. America obviously is getting into that now. The talks of recession. We know the inflation's at 8.9%, the highest it's been in 40 years, and their interest rates are skyrocketing too. So that's going to obviously slow the market. But the unique thing about Florida, and specifically Southwest Florida, and this is what I've always made this example to clients, is that 50 to 60% of all properties purchased in the last 2 years on Southwest Florida were paid in cash. So zero mortgages. And if people were taking on mortgages, they're very small. Compared to what we are here in Ontario, where it's 99% of everything is mortgage, if there's a downturn on the market and the downturn in the market, interest rates go skyrocket, people got to refinance, people are stuck in a variable rate, and the rates come up, they're at risk of losing their property because of affordability issues. And when people are at risk of losing their houses, they get desperate. And what desperation causes is just a constant decrease in value in housing. So this is where I say it's the race to the bottom, because it's going to be your neighbor racing against the other neighbor to see who's going to get to the lower price in order to meet this buyer and sell. So it's just that race to the bottom. The good thing about where we're investing now, and naturally we have to do this. We have to diversify, because 2017 came around, and this is, we pretend we're entrepreneurs, we pretend we're business people, then we're only geared to one market, and we're not, we succumb to whatever happens. And that's what happened in 2017. I remember when the market, went up, went down, and then went flat. And I think it was like 2 or 3 months before we even did a deal, like me personally. And it was very, just took me out of the game mentally too. And I had to, recharge and get back into it and get back to selling houses. But ultimately, it was just during that period, I was, we had a little bit of a break. It's like, where do I invest money right now? We traveled to Montreal. Let me see if I can buy, some rental properties in Montreal, buy, sell, and flip. I didn't like their process. I didn't invest any money into it. So that year there was basically, Florida was never in my mind, but that year there we specifically put in the money into REITs, where we put money into a big machine. They build properties and they pay us out return on investment. I think the one that we're going to get paid out now was in Miami actually, and it produced, I think, between 22 to 25% per year on the money. So this will return 100% of what I put into it. So I'm going to get my initial capital that I put in, and now I'm going to get 100% in return for putting that money, sitting in it for like 5 years. Fast forward to this year, we're in 2022, and obviously 2021 we do our brainstorming session. It's all about how do we continue building wealth and having generation of money, or money keep flowing, and this is why we kind of transitioned into Florida too, to work both markets, and specifically Florida for this reason. It's going to be recession proof. Yes, there's going to be a dip in prices there, but ultimately, based on how people are purchasing houses, who's moving there, and if there is some sort of collapse in the market, Florida is going to hold up. And then what that's going to do is hold up all our property values and hold up all our investments going forward. The only bad thing about that is you won't be buying cheap real estate. But the good thing is we'll be stationed in the U.S. already. We'll be a licensed business in the state of Florida, and we have access to 50 other states. So when we start flying back and forth, which we're going to start doing now on a regular basis, where we're 20 days in Canada and 10 days in Florida, is that we can be able to travel to other states and kind of find good investment properties and build multiple doors and have these great investment properties, because it's not like we have to stay just in Florida. We're going to venture out into the north, northwest. It doesn't matter. We're gonna figure it out. And so as the market starts to dip and continues to dip and crashes, we're gonna have some amazing opportunities going forward. So we'll keep you posted on that. And regarding the office, we did our first deal. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I think it was. It was a small deal out in Miami, which was good, but it was at least it was a sign of a relief that all the initial capital investment and time, so time, money, and energy spent on getting where we are now, we finally turned something into a U.S. dollar, which is exciting because obviously, being born and bred in Canada for the last 40 years, to do something in another country, and it looks like we're going to be we're going to do it well there, and we're going to be successful. So yeah, it's exciting. So that's pretty much it. The news on Florida. If you have any questions on how to buy properties in Florida, yeah, just reach out to me, direct message me. We'll get back to you the same day, and that's it.